I grew up in a large Victorian house with my parents and older brother. It had 4 floors, a basement, an attic, and a 2-car garage. My brother and I shared a room on the 3rd floor, while our parents had the master suite on the 4th floor. As kids, we weren't allowed in the attic, but I was always curious about what was up there, because sometimes when I'd walk past the attic door, I'd hear strange noises like footsteps or whispers, even though my parents would always tell me there was nothing up there. One day when I was around 12, my brother and I decided to sneak into the attic to finally find out what was up there. When we got to the top of the stairs leading to the attic, we heard a loud bang, followed by heavy footsteps coming from inside. We froze and looked at each other, then slowly opened the door and started walking towards the sound. The footsteps stopped. We continued to creep forward until we saw a dark shadow figure standing in the corner of the room. It was tall and thin and seemed to be made out of pure darkness. It didn't have any facial features, but I could feel its eyes boring into me. I screamed and ran, with my brother close behind me, and we didn't stop running until we were safely back in our own room. I told my brother that we needed to tell our parents about what we'd seen, but he said that they wouldn't believe us and that we should keep it a secret. So we agreed to never speak of that day and the shadow in the attic. Years passed, and I tried to forget about the terrifying creature that I'd seen. But recently, I've been hearing strange noises in my attic again. I live in a different city now, and my family no longer lives in that house. So I decided to go back and check it out. When I went to the attic, I didn't see any shadow figures, but I did notice something strange. The floorboards in the center of the room were completely rotten, and when I stepped on them, they gave way, revealing a dark hole that seemed to go on forever. I peered into the darkness and saw a faint light in the distance. So I grabbed a flashlight and climbed down into the hole. It was pitch black, so I turned my flashlight on and was shocked to see that I was in a tunnel. I started walking forward, and after a few minutes, the tunnel opened up into a large cavern. In the center of the cavern was a swirling vortex of darkness, and I could feel its power as I approached. I reached out to touch it, and in a flash of light, I was sucked into the shadow realm. And that's where I'll be spending the rest of eternity. The end.